Hello, everyone. Welcome to another review session. So, what are these review sessions for? Basically, we have a Discord channel where you can just post your projects, whatever kind of project you have, be that you're making a game or you are working on some small portfolio piece. Maybe you're making an environment, or maybe you have a particular feature of your game you want to show. Most of the stuff we can give feedback. So you can just go to our Discord channel here. If you go here to the Discord channel, you will see have some public reviews. Here you can post your project, and then I can take a look at it, or maybe someone from another team can also take a look at it. So today we have a couple of projects. We got a Fly a Mech, it's a UE5 prototype. And we got Spawn Master. So let's see. Let's see how it goes. Okay, if you got any question, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Okay, so we will start soon. Let's just play here. Hope for the best. Okay, how's the audio? Can you hear my voice? Otherwise, I can just put the audio of the game. Where is it? Spawn Master. There you go. It's a bit lower, okay? Okay. So, what is it? So news here, patch notes, cool stuff. Epic Games would like to thank you for playing the demo, and we hope to enjoy the experience. Please join us in our Discord using the icon at the top of the screen. This game is free, by the way. You can get it on Steam. Just type Spawn Master and you can download it. This is an early preview demo and such has a lot of rough edges, and if you run into any bugs or have feedback, be sure to tell us either in the Steam discussions or Discord. For sure I will consider this. I know it's hard to create a game. It takes time, and it's normal when we find mistakes here and there. Don't worry. So my guess, let's talk about the menu here. We did another live stream. I think one of the first review sessions, but for UI, and we just try to change the volume here. It'll be high for me. Okay. You need probably these two are the most important ones. That's why it's red. Try to highlight only one. I like the animation that you have here for the buttons. It's actually helping. Try to only put one. And also, I'm gonna use a controller. I don't know if it's controller friendly. It's not, right? So I highly encourage you to use Common UI. It's not that hard. Once you get used to it, you will be able to mix the controller and the mouse seamlessly. When you create the UI, it's gonna be automatic. So as far as the UI, like, it's fine for me if you want to put it that way. If you want to have the character here for showing off something, that's fine. Like, maybe it's your, like, it's a preview of your own character or something like that. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so Let's just play and let's go little by little. Browsing servers, I guess host server. Okay. Okay, I like the opacity change. When you hover the mouse over, everything's dark, and when you hover, it's bright. That's a good user experience. I will change the font, obviously. I guess team objective, bot counts. I don't know. Let's go with 5. Where do I start? I'm not sure. If the guy who created this, it's on the chat, can guide me. But that's you know, that's one thing to know. It's like the first thing is you want to know how to play the game, and that's the first thing, I think. If you go to lobby, nothing happens yet. Select the map. Oh, there you go. Start match. Okay, so if it's okay if you want to have the start match here. The problem is you need to highlight this, like look at the size of this select map. Maybe you can put it here or maybe here. And also, why I didn't know how to start the match is because team objective, I guess that's the default. Why I don't know why to start the match is because when I click on this goes back to the original state. So make sure when you click this, it stays like this, or maybe some animation here that this one is highlighted, like at opacity, like goes like completely opaque and then not opaque and, you know, transparent. It's like, you know, like blinking. That kind of feedback can help. And as soon as you choose the map, this can be highlighted. You can change the material. It's very easy. You can do it with the materials. If you have the bottom, this can be an image, and you can change the color of this if one of this is highlighted. But anyway, let's just start. Usually the menus are not you know, the best thing to show. Okay. If you want to highlight an object like this, try to make the line thicker, sorry. Okay, that's like, I get it. Try to make the line thicker. Just a small observation. I guess yes, I don't know. Huh? Okay, I guess I'm dead. Oh, I can go everywhere. The game crashed? No. Okay, that's very strange. Okay, interact. Not sure what to do here. Survivors preparing for spawn master boat. Be careful with this sea fighting. You see this thing? Because you have two meshes overlapping each other. This time I will choose no. It's a little bit of lag when I play. I don't know why it's that. Maybe it's the animation. Makes me feel like I'm... Okay. This is really scary. Now, if you're kind of managing the mood and atmosphere, is helping you. Like, it's kind of scary. Really dark with some ring lights. I guess with this one, I'm okay with the buttons. We can talk about the lighting later. Can you use the controller? No. Okay. Okay, let's go. Now, check your textures. They're very bumpy. Very bumpy. So when you put the light here, you will see a lot of noise. And just keep that in mind. Now, ISM is here. If so, you did a really good job with the level design, because like you have a path here and you have a light. So I'm guessing I'm going here because you have a door. Yeah, everything is very bumpy here. It's like a if you want to make your things to look better, check your albedo map. Probably your albedo map is too dark, and this is giving you this extremely dark shadows. That also could be your skylight. Like, do not have extremely dark shadows either. Okay, so let's go here. I don't know what's this, but I guess this is where they spawn. Yeah, definitely creepy. I like this. Man, this is a very creepy game. I'm just worried about I'm gonna get like jump scare anytime soon. What's that? Check your LODs here. Common issue. Check your LODs. Like looks like only this mesh. I don't know if you are using hierarchical LODs or just basic LODs. Nanites don't have this kind of LODs, by the way. You need to make sure they don't go away depending on the camera distance. Okay, so here I cannot go. So this is one of the things that let's talk about this for a second. In level design, you have something that you can call your level design metrics. And what it does is it's not only for gameplay purposes. It's also to avoid confusion. So for example, if you see here that you can cross, for me, I have the space to cross, but I cannot, right? So you will give the player the sensation that, hey, I want to cross here, but I cannot. Something's wrong. Whereas if you just put like this one, like this, for example, you put the wood here, and this doesn't exist, and the same here in this area, and this doesn't exist, then you tell the player that, hey, I cannot go here. In my impression, I can still go, but there is a blocking volume. Obviously, I cannot cross this, so that's something to keep in mind. Try to avoid places where you can either walk or not, but it's not like something in between. Same when you climb or this kind of stuff. If it looks like you can climb it, then you can. If it's not, you shouldn't. So here, these things give me damage. Not really. Okay, you have a boat here. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, apparently I'm dead. And I can just... I don't know. Fly. Oh, it looks like it will be reset. Okay. About the pause menu, don't put the same one. Don't put the same one, because I'm clicking escape and I'm like... I'm getting this menu. You don't want that. So if you do that, try to put a blur here. The blur actually helps a lot to put the layers on top of. This time I will put layers on top of each other to see the importance. Like, oh, no, repair the bridge. So now I can just do this, right? Very interesting. Looks like as soon as you are the ghost, you're dead. So as far as level design, I think it's okay, really. Try not to have too much contrast because you break the immersion. And this doesn't look like a stylized game. If you have if you're going for a stylized game, you want to have contrast. Because it just makes things look less real, but looks like you're using very hyper-realistic assets. So, like the shadows completely dark is just not possible. So just use some global illumination. I wonder what's this. As far as the gameplay, to be honest, I don't know how to play it. I know I can interact with some objects, but I don't know, like the line between what I can interact with and what I cannot is very, very thin. So, like, I know I need to... I like the compass you have on the top, by the way. I think it's pretty neat. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't occupy screen space or something like that. Like these shadows, for example, it's just really not realistic. So just keep that in mind. Talk about the clouds. The clouds are fine. The atmosphere in general, it's okay. You just need to have less contrast here. You just need to have much less contrast. You do that by increasing the global illumination. As far as lighting, I think it's fine because you're putting lights in places where you need to go. This thing for sure work on it. And look at this. Like, this looks like ropes and looks like you're trying to save some memory because it's like square, like a cube. You don't need to do that. You can really have a nice rope here. It really will help you to sell your environment. It would be nice if you can just keep this guy. Yeah, let's just see what's around. I cannot talk much about the gameplay because I really don't know how to play this, and that's pretty much my biggest issue, is that I don't know the objective. And that's one of the biggest challenge for game developers, because you know how to play the game because it's you are the one who's making it. But for someone like me, for example, who just played this game, it's just very confusing. Now take a look at the normal maps. You don't want the normal map everywhere here. Like, you can see the normal map is all over the place. You can have some bumpy areas like here, and these areas not with normal, and these areas with normal. If you check the last environment tutorial I talk about that. It's a castle, and some of the walls are very bumpy, so when the light hits, it gives the shadows. But when the light also hits the same surface, this is not as bumpy as the other. So try you can try that, because it's really noisy, and when everything is noisy, there is no balance, and when there is no balance, the image doesn't look right. You want to look for balance in your environment. When we talk about balance, we talk about how much noise you put, how much rest areas you put. This applies to a lot of things, to the environment, to the characters. Okay, with F I can put a light here. Interesting. Now you see, with the light looks much better. You just need to put like a global ambient light to your scene. Like, look at this. Like, you see, very contrasty. Have a little bit of light, much better. You don't want completely dark shadows. But you know, that's the main thing. Maybe I should go here. I don't know. Okay, but like this part is good because I thought I can go here. And this part is blocked. It's a blocking volume here. Yeah, like, take a look without the lights, with the lights, much better, much better. And let's try to go here, I guess. I don't know if this is where I start. Yeah, that's where I start. Maybe you can go here. And if I cannot find anything there, then it means the objective is not clear. And that's a big issue when making your games. You need to tell the objective very clearly. Be careful with this tiling. It's very obvious. So what's the objective on the environment is to guide from the player from one objective to the other. Like, you can use UI to do that, like go here, but if you don't want to do that, you need to be very clear with your environment what you should do. That's the main problem. But overall, like, I know I can see the work you have done. I can see it's a lot of effort to create this. Don't get me wrong. Of course, this is a feedback session. That's why I'm trying to give you as much feedback as possible. So just take it little by little. I will first update the lighting. just so that you don't look like a last generation game. You want to look like current gen, not the last gen, especially if you're using the latest engine that is available in the industry. You want to make the objective more clear. Those are two big points. You want to make your objective clear, and you want to check your normal maps for your environment. Not everything needs to have a super strong normal map, so just keep that in mind. I mean, you don't need to lead the environment like a lot, just a little bit of it and can help you. Like for example, looks like here there should be something, but I don't know exactly what. Just keep working on it. Try to make the objective of the game more clear if you want to show it. So maybe there is another mode like host a server, like let run start match, or maybe I need to leave here. I think this is to leave the game. That's a problem. Like it's you have exit. Okay, let's. Can you change this? Oh, it's always potato. Always potato. Okay, let's go to master. Just so that I will trust you. I will trust that you optimize your game. Otherwise it's gonna be very... Let's try the dead run now. Otherwise it's gonna be very, very hard for me to see it. I think there is no video for this one. Okay. You know, like, it looks much better. Like, of course I'm lagging, like... but you still have the same problems. Even you have higher textures and everything, the lining is, like, not working. So, I'm gonna close the game. Those are my main points. Let me just open another PureRef here. So, on master, I will add double illumination, work on the flow for the game, basically make the objective clear first, and then check your normal maps. Because if your normal maps are like super bumpy, it's gonna affect the lining of your environments. I'm gonna check the comments here. Yeah, I agree. The atmosphere was good. I think it achieved what the creator wanted, which is like the spooky feeling. Definitely he achieved it. The skybox, it's working. Overall, the main idea is okay. It's just the execution of it can be better. Yeah, definitely more graphical fidelity. That's for sure. That's for sure. Although I play in the minimum, like potato settings, I couldn't play in the max graphic settings. Apparently my computer is not good enough. in that case, you need to optimize it, optimize a lot. If you want to do that, you need to optimize a lot. But I don't think it's the assets itself. It's small little things like the normal maps, the color balance, and the lighting that can make your game completely different. As the UI, I'm not gonna touch on that much because I feel like the main flow of your game is more important. There are more important things to work on. If you have an update on your game, please share it on the Discord. Can take a look at that next week. Depending on how many projects there are in the Discord, I will do every week we can have a review session, or every 2 weeks. So it really depends. Okay. And we got this one. I'm not gonna put audio because YouTube is a little bit picky with the copyright stuff, so I'm not gonna put the audio here. So go fly a mech. So you can fly. Actually, I can put the audio.
It is a little fly mech that can pick up this weapon and shoot bullets. And then I have like these boxes that you can shoot and pick up health from them. And then I also have enemies that I can like shoot and damage, and then they can damage me, and I have a health bar that if it goes to 0, I lose the game. And then I have a score system that if it gets to a specific number, I win the game. Which is not working right now for some reason. Wanna fix that tomorrow. I have this nitro and hello guys, how are 0, I lose the game. And then I have a score system that if it gets to a specific number, I win the game. Which is not working right now for some reason. Wanna fix that tomorrow. I have this nitro effect, and then I also have this grappling hook for the player as well, which I thought it was like very fun for a flying mech. Let me see, right there, we right click, I can grab to the surface, and then I have this other enemy type that shoots this again a grab.
Something's wrong with my internet. Sorry for that. I don't know exactly what it is.
Player and pulls me towards the enemy, and
anyway, while it loads, let's talk about this for a second. First off, cool idea, cool idea, definitely. I like it. The flying feels nice to me, at least. I haven't tried, I haven't played, but it looks nice. One thing to note, I'm gonna take a screenshot here. Again, for these things, usually I go for the fundamentals. Okay, I don't really go to you know, like, I don't know how to say it. Let me think about it. I just got brain fart. I won't go into like the design of the robot is like needs some reward or whatever. It's not that. It's not that. We're going deeper here. We're going deeper with this. So I do this all the time. You check if you put the image on black and white, you will see that your robot is the same color as the background. Now let me try to find the give me a name of an old game, any kind of game you have in mind. Let me think about that. Like some Castlevania could be. I'm gonna go here. Let me see if I can grab a screenshot. There you go. Now it's a low resolution screenshot, but if you put it here, not exactly the best example. See if this one can be better. Yeah, like this one, maybe. Like the character has a lot of contrast, right? It has some whites here, it has some darks, and in between the darks it has some whites and darks. So what it creates is contrast, and what contrast makes is character to stand out. And in your case, you do have this contrast here, but the problem is the color of your ship is the same as the background. And this is a fundamental problem that has nothing to do with the design of it. But if you just try to, let me put a brightness here. I'm gonna increase the brightness. I'm gonna paint here. This. Let me grab this ones here too. Let's just paint super fast. Just so that you can have an idea of what I mean. Now when you see your game, put it on black and white. Now this stands out more compared to this thing, right? So that happens with the main character. That happens with the gameplay elements, be it pick up objects, your enemies, or whatever. You don't want the enemies to be as the same color as the environment, or more importantly, the same value. So with value, I mean, you take a look at your screenshot on black and white and check what color is the background. Okay, the color of the background is dark, so my enemies need to be bright so the player can find them easily. I know that maybe you think, hey, but it's very obvious I'm controlling the player. Yes, but we need to be extra obvious when we create games. We need to make things super clear for, because there are many different types of players, and some of them may not understand what you want to do. So it's just a good idea to. Can I download this? Maybe I cannot download because it's unlisted. Oh, for some reason my internet is really bad. Let's just go to this one. I'll just leave it in 720. Maybe that helps. That's one thing. That's one thing. You can see that as soon as I do that, my character looks better, right? You have this these lights here that are helping. That's okay. Let's take a look at the video. Which is not working here. Gotta do something. I'm gonna try to download it. Actually, it's loading now. Yeah, I can try to switch the browser. Let me try that. Anyway, let's just watch here.
What I have so far, and I really appreciate you guys for the work you do and for motivating me to learn blueprints and start making interactive little mini games or experiences like this one. And yeah, just really happy and very motivated with what I have achieved in a very short amount of time. And yeah. Just very happy and grateful. So keep it up, guys, and have a great one. That's when you know you're having fun. When you start making noise.
Well, video crashing and thank you. Thanks to you for sharing. I'm also happy to see the progress you have. So I enjoy watching the projects you create, and also I can see maybe you watch Mission from Minerva tutorial. That's where you got the the flying prototype. I like the fact that you may be using that for your own projects. Okay. Let's see what can I critique here. Let me just one last try to download this video.
And then
So I don't personally, I don't have much feedback on the
I
gameplay
also
side.
have this grab.
I think that you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Mostly, what I will be concerned, it's, you know, you have uh, you have attack, you have the actions that you can attack, and you have the enemies that they can attack you. You need to keep in mind those things for it to become like more polished. The first is the feedback. So the feedback is, I'm going to attack, and there's gonna be some feedback for me. And one thing is the anticipation. Let's just say this is before the attack. Then it's the, you know, it's the feedback itself. But it's not really, it's not like the feedback, it's, I will call it more like the main VFX. You can call it like that, because it's mainly VFX, right? And then you can call it the feedback here. You know, I'm repeating the words, but so basically, if you attack someone, there must be some kind of anticipation from your side. That's optional if you want. Maybe your game is very fast paced, but even if you have that, a little bit of anticipation can help you to sell the action. The VFX will be like the beams themselves, and then the feedback. When you hit the player, there must be some kind of feedback. If you hit the environment, there must be some kind of VFX. If you hit the enemy, there should be other kinds of VFX. So just keep that in mind. The environment, I really don't, for this kind of thing, it's not really a big deal. I think in the next live stream we can have Guillermo to give you a little bit of feedback on the VFX. Because right now I think I will have some troubles with the internet. So let's talk about this enemy for a second. So you see the enemy here, the snipes, and suddenly it just starts attacking you. So I see a lot of indie games have this problem, is they don't put the anticipation. So if this is the thing that is like, it has a cannon here, maybe it can rotate to view into the player's rotation and do some kind of animation that go back and forth, and so you can know what's coming. Because if you don't know what's coming, it's like surprise, right? The good thing is when it attacks you, you get the feedback, which is like the basic explosion VFX. That's fine. And of course, when they die, you also need some kind of feedback. So basically, you need feedback for everything. Everything you can everything you can add for the feedback, it will help. Basically, you can make a list of all the features for your game. I don't know how far you want to take this. I would love to see you making this into a game and actually publish it. I know you can do it. I know you can do that. So I'm going to assume you're going to do that. But it will be up to you if you want to take this game further. Don't worry too much about the level design yet and those little details. Try to get the feedback first. When you attack, what's the feeling you want to give to the player? And it involves camera shake, it involves sound effects, it involves feedback from the VFX, when you hit, when you don't hit, feedback from the UI. And all these things combined, you add like, I don't know if you played those kind of games where, like especially MMOs, where you need to upgrade your gear, and nothing it's like game changer, but you add like +1 here, +1 there, +1 here to the legs, to the boots, to the sword, and suddenly when you upgrade a lot of gear, it's not like you only have one gear like that, you have like upgrades for everything. It starts coming together and you start like feeling the progress. Same thing here with the feedback, is you want to make a list of all the feedbacks and that you can have. Like for example, I can give you feedback right now. First, it's the robot anticipation. That's one thing. Okay. Like the BFX when you get hit. Camera BFX. One of the things that a lot of people get wrong with making games when they start out is because they say it's functional. And games is not only about having functions, like your game works here. You hit something, you kill it. That's it. That's very practical. But games is about emotion. It's what kind of emotion you want to give to the player. Well, it's like, oh, I want to feel like he's really like he got hit by a huge missile here, like a huge rocket launcher. And when it hits, it's like, okay, if that's the feeling you want, how can you support this? You can add the camera shake, you can add some VFX, you can add some sound effects, and all these little things start getting combined, and suddenly you start having that AAA feeling where all those little things combined make it feel super polished. And that's what a lot of indie games lack. It's like they don't polish because they cannot see these things. And even when they finish the game and they publish it, they still have those mistakes. So small little things like the HP bar, small animation on the HP bar that is decreasing. All those little things can really affect the way you play your game. The pickup may be too big, or maybe the music is too bright. So the sound when you pick it up, the animation, maybe there's some UI here on the top corner where you have some kind of points. Like you told me you have some points, you want to show it. How are you gonna tell the player that he get points so he can get excited when he gets points? Maybe you have some animation for the numbers. All these kind of things will add up, and eventually you will get a super polished game. And when you get all these things together, you can think about expanding. You can think about expansion, like how many levels I want to have, like how far, what's the level flow. And because you have all these things, it's so much easier for you just to try your game and you know, get the total feeling. You want to get the total feeling for things. So I got Guillermo here in the chat. He has some feedback for you, so I'm gonna read what he put. Okay, so just imagine it's I'm him. I know it's a prototype, but I just want to give you some feedback. The VFX thrusters. You should definitely add some sparks that are not local space bound. Also, the material and color on the thruster should have a fade. The brighter, closer to the spawn point, spawn point, and then fading out. We have a pretty cool VFX thrusters tutorial that you can check in case you don't know how to progress. That should be the Minerva tutorial. Check it out. Probably just check it out because you have a flying ship here. Also, there are so many thrusters on your ship. Try to not make the material too noisy. So definitely, like, I can see the noise for the texture here. It's really noisy. So when you have a lot of those, try to tone things down. Same feedback as the other project where everything was super noisy with the normal map. Same here. Try to tone it down. Sometimes in games, like, less is better. You want to simplify a lot of stuff. But overall, I like it. I like the structure. I like the overall ambience of your game. I know it's not there is not game per se yet because there is no game flow yet, but you're trying some mechanics. I like where this is going. Yeah, I hope I can see more of your project soon. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see the progress. I will be very happy to see this project actually launch or sell. But yeah, it will be up to you for making it. I think that's pretty much it for me. So if you got any question, let me know in the chat. Okay, so I think that's it for me. If you want to share your projects, by the way, thank you to all of you who share your projects. I'm really excited to see your progress for both projects, for the horror game and this one. I hope to see more of you. And if you want to share your project, you just need to join our Discord channel. There is a link in the description somewhere where you can just go to public reviews and then just post it here. Like, you can post a link for your Steam if you have it, or you can just post a video. So if you already posted and you have updates, you can also do that. Depending on how many projects we have, we can do another review session. Let's try to do it for next week. If we see projects like we're doing this on Sunday, we can have the Sunday separated for this, maybe. I will check, but let's do it more often. This days have been super busy, but I have more time to get these review sessions. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. And yeah, don't be afraid to share. Okay, I will see you in the next session. And if you want to learn more, check our free tutorials, check our quest page where everything is like super organized. Let's talk about some news. What's upcoming for what's coming for the channel? What can you expect from the channel? We're moving our focus to create some bigger tutorials, like, I wouldn't say complete games, but at least like it's like the full package, you know. And it's like there will be longer tutorials, like maybe 6 hours, 8 hours. It will be a full project, like programming, VFX, environments, integrating all these things, because a lot of you are like, okay, I have this blueprint and now I want to add VFX and go to another tutorial that has nothing to do with what you did, but you still try to integrate some stuff. Maybe you want to learn how to create environments, you go for an environment tutorial, and we're gonna focus on that. So expect less videos on the channel. We're still gonna do the live streams, but these tutorials will take longer. So expect to see less tutorials, but more unique tutorials, more fun projects, both for you and for us to work on. It's gonna be really fun. We have a lot of plans for the upcoming projects tutorials. Like pretty much you can think about Mission to Minerva, where we teach you how to create a ship, how to do the VFX, how to do the environment, how to put everything together. Same with an Olaf games. We can have like a Souls game, we can have a side scroller, a shooter, Skyrim, whatever. It's gonna come. It's gonna come soon. Stay tuned for that. I use Unity. I'm a beginner. Don't worry, you can always change. I mean, I cannot help you with Unity because I don't use Unity myself. If you want to change to Unreal, you can do that. But these concepts, even this video, is not only applied for Unreal. We're not really touching Unreal specific stuff. We're touching the fundamentals of game development. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Final Fantasy finishing tutorial. What do you mean by finishing tutorial? Yeah, if you got any suggestion, we have I believe we have ideas and feedback. You can just put those here, and we read them. If you got any idea for a tutorial, we can try to make something like that. Okay, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoy the streaming. I hope that you get motivated to share your projects. I know it's hard when you're doing it alone, so getting a little bit of help can help you to keep the motivation, keep working on it. And I will see you in the next one.